Oops. I kind of forgot that I was listening to that a little bit. And, just started the recording on a whim. Anyway, hey, what's up, my Doku's? Jason here, welcoming you back to more The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Sorry for that intro being a little further, or look, I guess my mouth specifically away from the mic. Ouch. I was trying to, get as you saw on the screen, I was trying to get the bait and the bombs out for, this next reef. But last time, we left Hyrule as we didn't want to, bring suspicion to, Princess, excuse me, not Princess Burps. Excuse me, jeez. God, really am turning into Nintendo Capri-Sun over here. But we left Hyrule as to not give away Princess Zelda's whereabouts, and we also decided, or I guess we also figured out that, we needed to head towards the Earth Temple and the Wind Temple in order to return the power to repel evil to the Master Sword. If I could shoot these things, that would be great. But we also decided to start on or I guess I decided, I can't say we, because I made the ultimate decision on what we do in every episode. But we decided to, or I guess not decided, again, I'm scrambling my words, but we went to each of the reefs here, at least 4 out of the 6 reefs that are in the Great Sea, and started working on them as they house a treasure chart from each of them, and we went and got a rupee upgrade. Or not a rupee upgrade, an arrow upgrade. Which, is very nice. And this time, well, we're going to be finishing up the reefs, as well as just exploring and seeing what has changed. Obviously, what else has changed around the Great Sea, now that we've, been to the Forsaken Fortress a second time, and we kind of have a lot of story elements that have moved up. Okay, so here we're gonna get some bombs, which is very nice because I hate running low on bombs, but thinking, yeah, the best bet is probably over there again. Alrighty, so over here, once again, just go ahead and, change the wind direction. And you change it to the northeast. Then just jump, and we should make it right to the edge. Bingo. There we go, treasure chart. And we only have one more reef to go. However, I don't want to instantly just go to that reef. For one thing, we still have the sea, or the map fish to get here, which is right back here. Or, yeah, there he is. Alright, go ahead and Just put out some bait. But what I want to do now, instead of going straight to the final, the final reef, is I want to come back up to the Forsaken Fortress. And I want to kind of show off, you know, a bit of how it's changed. Because after you defeat the Helmrock King, and after you've confronted Ganondorf and basically get away from the place, for one, if we change it to daytime, it will now stay permanently day. Not only that, but the searchlights are also, you know, they're also up. But as you can see, there is not much around here, like not much left around here. You know, it's daytime, you just basically go here and like the curse that's made things nighttime is no longer here. As you can kind of see from the wreckage, we cannot actually go to we can't actually go any further than that up there. So actually, you know what, let's change the wind direction. I'll actually see, or actually show kind of the situation. Yeah, because I think this way has a place where we can float over to, so hold on. I'll meet you guys inside. But as you can see, just going in through this room alone, there's only peace here. There's no moblins. There are no more moblins present. It's like basically all of Ganon's forces have left the Forsaken Fortress. And if we try to go up even further, I'm actually noticing that that wasn't there before, I don't think. If it was, I don't remember it being there. But if we try to go up to the top, there's now this blockage in the way. This is, you know, the result of Valoo torching Ganon's hideout, and yeah. This does not mean that you're screwed out of everything in the Forsaken Fortress if you forgot something for some strange reason, like a chest. Everything that you have to get, or everything that you should have gotten, like the map, the compass, the heart piece, all those rupees, basically those are all accessible because they're all in the first section of the Forsaken Fortress. Nothing is beyond that point. So yeah, it's kind of interesting just to go back to the Forsaken Fortress and kind of see, like, that it's basically nothing at this point. But anyway, let's go ahead and head towards that final reef. Okay, so up here, or I guess now that we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the map fish real quick, which I've actually never grabbed the map fish while still having the sail open. That's kind of interesting. But now we have 5-eye reef. And, you know, rinse and repeat, do the same thing here as we would on the other ones. Except for this time, there's kind of like two cannons on each of these side walls here. I actually think there are none of them on the center, on these four outer ones. And there's 2 of them on each side of this, and then 2 of them on, you know, the sides of the walls, like right here. ahead and shoot you. Shoot you. Come over here and shoot both of these. Oh, I guess that's all of them. But okay. Now, this one's going to be a little different. This one we're going to have to do a little bit of intelligence work, if you want to call it that. Excuse me, that was a weak one. I didn't like that. Alright, we get some more bombs, which means we can probably max ourselves out, which is pretty good. But now we're going to have to jump from one pillar to the next. Or I guess, just fly from one pillar to the next. Not really jump, because if we jump, we'd just land back in the water. Alright. So we're going to come over here, up to the top of this one. And we're going to want to float towards that one. So let's change the wind direction. Going east. Jump. Fly all the way here. And now we're going to want to try to change the wind direction that way. I think it's southeast. Just to make sure we land in that direction. And then we can grab our treasure chest. There we go. Treasure chart. And that takes care of all the reefs. That's all 6 of them. They all have the treasure charts, and we will get those, basically when we come to it. Next, there's actually 2 other things out on the ocean, specifically that I want to go grab, one of which we could have, or we actually did kind of a while ago, but didn't finish. And the other is something that we can do now, similar to a different one. Okay, so 2 squares east of the Tower of the Gods, we're going to find yet another fairy fountain. Here, we're going to want to do the same thing, and the reason we actually couldn't come here before was because simply the fact that we needed the skull hammer, because both of these fairies require us to do something with the skull hammer in order to actually access their fountains. So here, instead of the eastern one, we have the Thorned Fairy Isle, which is, kind of an interesting name, especially since this is the furthest east that of all the fairy fountains is kind of the furthest east, but I guess they just don't feel the same, or I guess they wanted to name it the Thorned Fairy Isle, I guess because of these tentacle things. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and smash this guy, even though he won't drop a blue chew jelly. He'll at least, be gone. There we go. Take care of hitting all these 3 down, and we can head inside and collect our reward. And we now have max, max arrows. So we have maxed out both of our bombs and our arrows, as well as our rupees. So we have officially gotten all of the fairy fountains. There are no other ones. So with that, actually I guess we can sail north since we kind of have to do it anyway. But 2 squares up from here, we're going to find a submarine that we have been to before, and because we didn't have an item that we could use to defeat the Wizrobes that were in the submarine. Well, now we can. There you are. I've been waiting to deal with you for a very long time. Alright, so go ahead and flick on the lights again. And I guess, well, actually we have the Master Sword now, so it'll probably be even better just to do this. Boom. The arrows are more specifically for the ones that will be, yeah, like him, who will be up kind of out of the way. There we go. And then we'll get, or excuse me, get you. Come on, defeat them, please, thank you. I didn't want to shoot you, I wanted to shoot the Wizrobe, but you guys keep, you know, stealing my lock-ons. And there we go. Is that all of them, or is there any more? Nope, that's all of them. Go ahead and grab this heart. And now we'll have a chest spawn. And inside this chest, we will get the platform chart. Basically what the platform chart does is it will show you, just like the submarine chart, it will show you all of the platforms that are around the ocean. Basically giving you, you know, areas to check on. But we've done most of them. So now, there's actually a set of platforms, you know, speaking of getting the platform chart, there is actually a set of platforms to the north of Dragon Roost Island that we could not deal with before because we didn't have the bow. Just like this submarine, we now can take care of that. So let's go ahead and head off. Funny enough, this set of platforms is actually up near where we found the, where we fought that big octo. So it's kind of interesting to be back up here. Why does it do that? I don't understand. But okay. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on and I don't like it. But now that when we get up here, we're going to be confronted by a Wizrobe. Go ahead and slash him, defeat him easily. That will spawn in a chest. However, we are now going to have to defeat another Wizrobe, which should spawn in. There we go. Boom. Defeat you. But this, you know, why do we need the bow when they seem to, you know, be spawning in at a decent, I guess, point. Not really a decent point, but, you know, like, why do we need the bow? Well, it's because there's specifically Wizrobes like this one who is going to spawn out of our reach, and so we're going to need the bow in order to, you know, shoot him. This guy specifically is kind of a jerk, especially since he constantly moves around, and it just gets annoying. There we go, and that should take care of all three. And now let's go ahead and open our chest. Or chests. We get 20 rupees in that one. What do we get from you? A golden feather. Which, you know, is still pretty good because we still, I think, need those. And then from you... we get a treasure chart. So how many feathers, golden feathers do we have right now? What? How do we only have 6? I swear I've grabbed more. Like, that is just insane to me. But, okay. So there's one last thing I want to check. Because there is another submarine that is over by Crescent Moon Isle. But the problem is, I don't remember if I've gotten it already or not. I don't remember if we got it during the kind of first trek to it, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go check it real quick. And then we'll kind of, you know, go from there. Okay, yeah, we did that already. But now that we've, I guess, checked that, there is one other thing I want to check at Crescent Moon Isle, and it's just, I'm wanting to double check and make sure that I'm doing specific things, because I could be screwing myself out of others. I'm just wanting to check to see with the purple, or with the blue chews, if we got both of their chew jelly. Yes, we did. Okay. That's all I needed to know. But with that, I think that takes care of most of the rest of what's on the ocean itself that I want to take care of at this moment. There are still a few things, like we haven't gotten certain squares filled in. Which actually just, now that I think about it, I never got the rock spire, map fish. And I did that location, I remember doing it. So, you know what? I think because I've already been to that location and I just need to go get the map fish, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker. So, next time we're going to be going back to Windfall, as there is nothing more. Well, actually, first we're gonna make a quick story stop, because there is something that we can get now, and we're going to need it for actually some side quests on Windfall. Or at least a side quest on Windfall, but it'll be very helpful to us. So we'll go get that, and then we will go to Windfall and start, you know, cracking down on some of the side quests there. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, true ups out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly if you've not already. And I will see you guys all later.